Dear students, welcome to today's class. Last few classes onwards, I have explained about fundamental definition of trigonometric functions and trigonometric identities and all silver teacups and what is the various changes that happens in the first, second, third and fourth quadrants. So all those things and graphs of the sine functions, cos functions, tan functions and the maximum and minimum values, domains and range, all those things I have explained. So up to that, let us see some problems. Okay, so I have selected some good number of problems. Generally in trigonometry, there are n number of problems are there, infinite number of problems are there. Out of that, I have selected some good number of problems which are very thought provoking and nice problems. Okay, now so let us see this problem. So now coming to the first problem, if x is equal to sine 130 degrees plus cos 130 degrees, then so what are the options here? X less than 0 now, x is equal to 0 now, x greater than 0 now, x greater than or equal to 0 now. Okay, so let us see that. Okay, right, let us see here. First of all, here 130 degrees and 130 degrees, this is obtuse angles. So let us convert it into acute angles, right? So how can you say? So x is equal to sine of this, we can say that 180 minus 50 degrees plus this is cos of 180 minus 50 degrees. So this is equal to x is equal to sine 180 minus theta. Sine 180 minus theta means what? In which quadrant it will be? It will be in the second quadrant. Second quadrant already I explained about it is a positive. So this is equal to sine 50 degrees. So cos 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta means in which quadrant? Second quadrant. In second quadrant, cos is negative. Therefore, it is cos 50 degrees. Now, the question arises here. So, it is greater than 0 now, less than 0 now. That we have to see. Okay, now. Let us see this. How to decide? It is sin 50 greater than or cos 50 is greater than. So, let us see this. Okay, right. So, for this very simple diagram, I am going to write here is, so this is the general diagram. So, this is x-axis and it is y-axis. Let us see this. This is a 50 degrees. 50 degrees is in the first quadrant. So, let us say this is a 50 degrees. So, this is a P point and a x comma y. So, this is a y and this is a x, this is r. Okay, now. So, if you observe here, sin theta is, sin 50 is y by r, cos 50 is x by r. That we know that the definition we know that. Sin 50 is y by r, cos 50 is x by r. So, if you observe here, which is a greater one? Y is greater or x is greater at that situation? At that 50 degrees, which is a greater one? The first thing I will explain you. If it is 45 degrees, what happens? Y value, x value, both are same. Px comma y. If it is 45 degrees, y value, x value, both are same. If it is 45 degrees, y is equal to x, opposite side, adjacent side, both are equal. Why? Because this is y is equal to x line. Y is equal to x line, that is y is equal to xy. So, since it is increased some 5 degrees, that means it comes here. This is comes here. Understand this diagram? So, I will draw like this. That means this is 45 degrees. It is increased. So, this is a y, this is a 50 degrees. Okay, it is 45 degrees we can take. It is a 45 degrees. Here y and here x. So, this is a 45 degrees and it is a 50 degrees. It is y and it is x. Now, what you can say here? Y is greater than x. Y is greater than, so it is increased now from 45 it goes to 50 degrees means y increased, x is decreased. That is y greater than x. Understand this? Y greater than which means what? Y by r is greater than x by r. Since r is not equal to 0, we can divide with r, no problem. Y by r means what? Y by r is nothing but sin theta greater than x by r means cos 50 degrees. So from this sin 50 minus cos 50 degrees is greater than 0. Understand this analysis? Okay na? So therefore sin 50 minus cos 50 is greater than 0. On the whole, x is greater than 0. X greater than or equal to is not at all possible. X is equal to 0, not at all possible. Why? Because sin 50, cos 50 are entirely, both are different. They cannot be equal. Okay na? The very easy one, if it is 45 degrees, y value is equal to x value. If it is 50 degrees means it is increased. That means opposite side is increased and adjacent side is decreased. If it is less than 45, then opposite side will be decreased and adjacent side will be increased. Okay na? So I hope that you understand this analysis, and let us go for next problem. Welcome to second problem. Cosecant square alpha is equal to 4xy upon x plus y whole square, where x comma y is not equal to 0 means x is not equal to 0, y is not equal to 0. Obviously it should be y, because in the denominator x plus y is there. X and y both should not be equal to 0. Okay na? So that is defined like this. X, any one of them can be equal to 0. Okay, right. This is saying that both are not equal to 0. Next, this equation is possible. This equation is valid when possible for x is equal to y r. It is impossible for x is equal to y r. Possible for x is equal to minus y r. Not at all possible. This is not at all possible. That means for any value of x and y, cosecant square alpha cannot be equal to 4xy upon x plus y whole square. That is the meaning of that. Then how to proceed this type of problems? Right. To know this problem, you have to know the range of cosecant alpha. You have to know the range of cosecant alpha. Understand what is the range of cosecant alpha? First of all, you have to, I already explained. So therefore, cosecant alpha range is equal to, how to remember this means quite opposite of sin alpha. What is the sin alpha range? -1 to 1. Cosecant alpha range is does not lie in the -1 and to 1, but of course you take -1. That means minus infinity to -1 union 1 to infinity. Understand this? Cosecant alpha range is minus infinity to -1 union 1 to infinity. Sin alpha range -1 to 1. Both cosecant alpha, sin alpha takes -1 and 1, both will take, but for sin alpha it is between -1 and 1, but cosecant alpha it does not lie between -1 and 1. So that is the thing, right? So when you are squaring on both sides, means automatically these negative values will become positive values from this. So what can you say? So 1 less than or equal to cosecant square alpha less than or equal to infinity, that we can say. So you are squaring means these negative values are also will become positive values. Okay na? Now coming to here, cosecant square alpha, it is given 1 less than or equal to 4xy upon x plus y whole square less than or equal to infinity. So up to here, so every whatever may be the value we will take, that is always less than or equal to infinity only. So that is obvious. Now up to here you take, so this is equal to 4xy by x plus y whole square greater than or equal to 1. So this is nothing but 4xy. If you cross multiply, so this will be equal to, cross multiply is greater than or equal to x plus y whole square. Greater than or equal to x plus y whole square. So this is nothing but x plus y whole square minus 4xy less than or equal to 0. So this is x plus y whole square minus 4xy is nothing but x minus y whole square less than or equal to 0. This is possible only when x is equal to y. This is possible only when x minus y whole square is less than or equal to 0. Now when it is possible? When it is possible when x is equal to y. Understand this? So when x is equal to y, what happens? 4x square by x plus x, 2x. X plus x, 2x. 2x means 2x whole square, 4x square. 4x square by 4x square cancel 1. So cosecant square alpha 1 is taking. Cosecant square alpha will take 1. Okay, na? Right. So to do this problem, the only thing what you have to learn is the range of cosecant alpha. The range of cosecant alpha, and automatically if you know that, this automatically follows. Okay, na? So if you know that, the problem is automatically we can solve it. Okay, na? So I hope that you understand this solution. So let us go for next problem. Welcome to third problem. If A is equal to cos 3 and B is equal to sin 8, then which of the following is true? A greater than 0, B greater than 0, otherwise AB less than 0, otherwise A greater than B, otherwise AB greater than 0. Now, what is of the possible? See here, always remember, here it is given that 3, only 3 is given. So, if any angle after cos or sin or tan, whatever may be there, if nothing is, the units or nothing is mentioned, that is radians. That means A is equal to cos 3 radians. B is equal to sin 8 radians, not it is degrees. If it is degrees, they will mention cos 3 degrees. In the top, they will put 0. If nothing is mentioned, that is radians. Now, what is cos 3 radians, sin 8 radians value? So, for this very easy. Already yesterday's class, I proved that 1 radian is equal to 57 degrees, 16 minutes, something. But in some textbook, it is given 17 minutes, some 28 seconds like that. But it is all our approximate values, nothing wrong in it. But the thing should be 57 you have to take. 57 degrees must be taken, approximately. Now, I am converting this into radians into degrees. I am converting, very easy one. So, A is equal to cos of 3 into 3 radians means 3 into 1 radian. 1 radian is equal to 57 degrees. Approximate values we will take. So 3 into 57. A is equal to 3 into 57 values. How much? 3 57s are 3 7s are. So 21, 3 5s are 15, 17. 171 degrees. Okay, na? So A is equal to cos of 171 degrees. Now, what about B? B is equal to sin 88 radians. That means 8 into 57. So, sin 8 into 57. 57 8s are 56. 456 degrees. 456 degrees. Now, see here. Cos 171. Cos 171 means what? Where it will come? 171 means the terminal side will come in the second quadrant, 171. In the second quadrant, cos is negative, cos theta is negative. Therefore, A value is less than 0. So, A is equal to cos 171 degrees. Therefore, A value is less than 0. All silver teacups. Now, sin 156. 456. 456 means what? So, this comes here 350. 350 and that means 456 minus 350. So, here 6. So, here 0 and 106. Again, it will come in the second quadrant. So, again one round completed plus extra 106 degrees is there. That 106 means again 90 cross, again it will come in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, cos sin is negative. That means sin of 456 is greater than 0. Of course, sorry. Sin is positive. In the second quadrant, sin is positive. Okay, na? So, cos is negative, sin is positive. That means A is less than 0 and B is greater than 0. On the whole, AB is less than 0. So, your answer is AB is less than 0 is the correct answer. So, the question here is, so everything we can do, we can decide which quadrant it is. That is not the question. First thing is, whenever it is like this given, just sin 3, sin 4, sin 5, sin 8 means immediately you convert it into angles. So approximately 1 radian is equal to 57 degrees you take, no problem, nothing it is, nothing problem. Approximately we will get the answer. Okay na? So I hope that you understand this solution. Let us go for next problem. Welcome to fourth problem. It is given that in a triangle ABC, if cot A into cot B into cot C is greater than 0, then the triangle is, first option is acute angle triangular, right angle triangular, obtuse angle triangular, can't decide. Okay. First see this relation. It is a triangle ABC. ABC means the angles may be from 0 to 180, whatever may be that angles, right. So it is given that cot A into cot B into cot C greater than 0. Then it must be the product of three quantities greater than 0, means the one of the possibility is cot A should be greater than 0, cot B should be greater than 0 and cot C should be greater than 0. One of the possibilities. Okay, all three should be possible greater than 0, right. Cot A greater than 0, cot B greater than 0, cot C greater than 0 means cot is positive in which quadrant? First quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay, all silver teacups. Okay, if it is first quadrant, is it possible? Is it possible? Shall we take that is in the fourth quadrant? Why? Because in fourth quadrant, each angle is 270 plus theta. Each angle is 270 plus theta, otherwise 360 minus theta. But here the angles are angles of a triangle. Can a angle of a triangle can be more than 270 degrees? Never be. That's why we cannot take the angles are in fourth quadrant. The one and only possibility is the angles will be in the first quadrant. Then only then cot A into cot B into cot C will be greater than 0. Therefore, A, B, C belongs to first quadrant. First quadrant angles means what? 0 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Okay. So therefore, so this is an acute angle triangle. It is a acute angle triangle. Then only all three angles should belongs to first quadrant, and sum of the three angles should be equal to 180. So this is possible. This is possible whenever the three angles belongs to first quadrant. Therefore, the triangle is an acute angle triangle. Okay now, I hope that you understand this solution. Let us go for next problem. Welcome to fifth problem. If A is equal to secant 2 degrees and B is equal to secant 2, then which of the following is true? That is, A is equal to B na, A less than B na, B less than A na, 2A is equal to B na. So very clear, it is secant 2 degrees, it is clear, but here it is secant 2. 2 means what? 2 radians, that is equal to B is equal to 2 radians, that is secant 2 into 57 degrees, that is approximate value. 1 radian is equal to 57 degrees. So this is equal to 114 degrees. Secant 114 degrees, this is secant 2 degrees. Now which is greater, which is smaller? Let us see that. Now see here, this is a secant 2 degrees. 2 degrees lies in the first quadrant. So this is 2 degrees lies in the first quadrant. So that means secant 2 degrees belongs to first quadrant. 114 degrees means it belongs to second quadrant. This is a 114 degrees. That is second quadrant. In second quadrant, secant is negative. All silver teacups. That means secant A is equal to secant 2 degrees is greater than 0. Positive. Why? It is belongs to first quadrant. Secant 400 degrees belongs to second quadrant. That means B is equal to secant 114 degrees. It is less than 0. So A is a positive value, B is a negative value. Therefore, always positive is greater than negative. A greater than B. So that means otherwise B less than A. Option C is the right answer. Okay na? So secant 14 degrees value, secant 114 degrees value is negative. We will come whereas secant 2 degrees value will positive will come. Okay, it is belongs to first quadrant, it belongs to second quadrant. Okay, now the only thing is here 2 you have to convert it into angles. Okay, I hope that you understand this solution. So let us go for next problem. Welcome to sixth problem. If sine of e power x is equal to 2 power x plus 2 power minus x, then the number of real solutions he is asking. Right, here these are how to do this type of problems. So we know the range of sine of e power x. We know the range of sine of e power x. What is the range of sine of e power x? So it is minus 1 less than or equal to sine e power x less than or equal to 1. Its maximum value is 1 and the minimum value is minus 1. What will be the range of this 2 power x plus 2 power minus x? What is the range is? To find out the range of the 2 power x plus 2 power minus x range, so we know the one result, that is arithmetic mean is always greater than or equal to geometric mean. Okay, now, so that means arithmetic means what? A plus b upon 2 is greater than or equal to root of ab. Of course, both a and b should be positive, right? So here also, what the arithmetic mean means here what? 2 power x plus 2 power minus x upon 2 is greater than or equal to 2 power x into 2 power minus x. 2 power x into 2 power x minus x means 2 power 0. 2 power 0 means 1. Root 1 means 1. So that is equal to 2 power x plus 2 power minus x is greater than or equal to 2. So from this we can say very clearly sine of e power x, this is minus 1, 1, this is 2. So sine of e power x lies here, it will lies in the middle of the minus 1 to 1, and 2 power x plus 2 power minus x lies greater than or equal to 2, 2 and more than 2. Is there any common part? Never. Is there any common part? Null set. Therefore the number of real solutions are 0. Understand? The number of real solutions are 0. So the only thing to do this problem, the first thing you should know the range of the function sine power e power x, and what is the range of this 2 power x plus 2 power x minus x value is greater than or equal to 2. So it will be 2 or greater than 2. It never be equal. This value lies between minus 1 to 1, and 2 power x plus 2 power minus x value is less from 2 to more than 2. So you cannot find out any common solution here. That's why, so you can't get any solution. Right. I hope that you understand this solution. Let us go for next problem. Welcome to next problem. Which is greater, sine 1 or sine 1 degree now, cos 1 or cos 1 degree now, which is greater? So this is one problem, that is one problem. Okay, now. So already I told that here 1 means 1 radian. Sine 1 radian means what? Sine 57 degrees or sine 1 degrees. Sine 57 degrees or sine 1 degrees, which is a greater? So obviously E 57 and 1 both are in the first quadrant. See, let us, I will explain that. Understand this? So this will be your 1 degree and it will be your 57 degree. Okay, so this is your y value, here it is x value for this, and it is your y value and it is for x value. Okay, so clearly here r is fixed one, r is fixed one. So clearly here sine 57, 57 means what here? R, this is r. Sine 57 y value you see here, this is also ratio is y by r, this is also y by r. Observe here, 57 opposite side is y here. 1 degree opposite side is 1. Which is a greater one? 57 degrees opposite side. 1 degree opposite side. See clearly. So clearly 57 degrees opposite side is greater. Therefore sine 57 is greater than sine 1 degree. Understand this? Same concept applies here also. Cos 57 degrees or cos 1 degree. Same, see here, 57 means for here means what? Adjacent side by hypotenuse, x by r, x by r. Here 57 adjacent side, see here, and 1 degree adjacent side here, see. 57 degrees adjacent side is smaller than 1 degree adjacent side. It is a 57 degrees adjacent is this up to here only. I can draw it here. This is up to here only, 57 degrees adjacent side. This is a 1 degree adjacent side. So from this, what can you say? X by r is less than x by r. That is cos 57 degrees less than cos 1 degrees, clearly. Very logically we can prove that by seeing the diagram. Okay na? So as 50 as in the, so from this what can you say? As theta in the first quadrant, Q1, as theta increases, sin theta also increases. Theta increases, sin theta also increases. Why? Y value also increases. As theta increases, cos theta decreases. Cos theta decreases. Why? As theta increases, see here the adjacent will go on decreasing. Theta increases, tan theta is also increases. As theta increases, tan theta is also increases. Why? Here y value go on increasing, x value denominator go on decreasing. Therefore, I am told on the whole fraction y by x is go on increasing. Okay. So dear students, I hope that today you enjoyed today's class, and tomorrow's class with some more problems and some more concepts I will stand before you. Until then, all the best.